Hey guys, it's me. I'm back here again with another video called You Get What You Give. And that is basically what the title is. You get what you give. So I'm just basically here to explain to people and help them understand that you can't put one thing out and expect something better in return. If you're gonna not give a fuck, that's what you're gonna get back in return. A whole bunch of people and situations who just don't give a fuck about you because that's how you feel. And that's what you put out there. I'm actually organized today, guys. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm referring back to my notes. Look at me. So yeah, with that being said, I want to explain to you, for you guys who don't really believe in energy or vibes, that it's real, it's serious. You know, when you meet somebody and you can just instantly tell, like, oh my god, this is a good person, this is a cool person. It's a vibe, it's an energy. Now, a lot of people don't realize if you can, you know, change your own energy by necessarily not being a positive person. So you'll have a lot of negative energy, which will cause a lot of negative things to happen to you. And that is why a lot of people don't understand why bad things always happen to me, because that's the energy you put out there. If you want good things to happen to you, or you want people to treat you good, you have to do that for others. You can't, you know, make promises and don't keep them and then get upset when people don't keep their promises. It's like, that's what you do. That's what you know, that's how it's been working. So, speaking on that, of what people wanting and not giving. Now, a lot of people, you know, want things or expect people to treat them a certain way, just want certain a treatment of love or, you know, affection or whatever the case is. So sometimes you don't want to be the first to give. You like, oh, I'm not gonna simple situation, I'm not gonna go pick her up, she never picked me up, or she's never offered to pick me up. You know, that's not good. If you will want somebody to do it for you, it doesn't matter if they never done it for you in the past, you do it if that's what you would like in return one day. And speaking of doing and wanting in return, you can't do things if it's not coming from your heart. If you're doing it because you feel like this is what needs to be done, or this is, oh, I'm doing this because since I'm doing this, something good is gonna happen to me, or because I'm doing this for them, now they owe me, or, you know, I expect something back from them when I need them. And that's not always the case. Hello, Piglet. So that's why you cannot, I'm basically going to say you shouldn't do for others if you're only going to do it to see what you will get in return, because then you will never be happy with what you will get back, because you're not doing it from the kindness of your heart. When you do things from the kindness of your heart, a thank you is enough. But when you're doing it because you're expecting to be rewarded for what you've done, then the reward will never be enough, because you'll feel like you've done so much, or you already set your mind on what reward you deserve or expect. So actually, I won't say I wrote a little something, but I just wrote a whole crap that I want you guys, I think this will pretty much elaborate over everything that I'm trying to say, and then I'll get into further detail. So understanding that energy, understanding that the energy you put out into the universe, to the people you may know and love, to the people that you have never met. Life can be like a mirror, nothing but a reflection of your true selves. We surround ourselves with bad people who shed negative energy, and which our soul, ourself, may tend to feed off of. Then we wonder why such bad things happen to us. We wonder why no matter what good or how good you try to do, and bad and negative energy and things seem to just always be attracted to you. We speak bad on others, wish bad on others, even celebrate the bad things that may be others may be going through. So now we're putting out this message into the universe that we enjoy and we are excited by the bad things that take place in other people's lives, or the fact that we are excited and enjoy the bad things that take place in life rather than the good. Everything you do, say, or even think is a message. Sometimes we don't even realize that we're putting such bad energy out there. We aren't aware of how our selfishness will be transmitted back into our own lives. How it will control our lives. You can't be all about you and not care about anything or anyone else, but yet want others to care and help you. You can't get 50% but expect 100% in return. Get what I'm saying? I feel like that was good. I feel like that was really good. I feel like I got my point across right now. With energy, and that was basically explaining that you can't be one-sided, or you can't be the good egg after batch. You know, when you get your legs and your wings or whatever, walk away, fly away. Find all the other good eggs and you surround yourself with them, because energy is so powerful. And I shouldn't even get into this, but I'm just gonna get into it just a little bit. Energy is so powerful that people may say, oh, they don't believe in God, or they believe in a God but they don't believe in Jesus, but you have to understand, energy is so powerful that one person put a lot of energy into something, it can manifest. So imagine if millions of people put energy into something, how far and how wide and how big it could get, and how strong and powerful it can actually become because of all this energy people are putting into it. And it's not like they're putting bad energy into it, they're putting their all into it, their soul. So with that being said, if you're around people like that, good people who want the best for people, who try to put out the best of them into this world, they try to help people when they can, and they just try to be a good person, and that is what they'll get back, because that is what they're putting out there. And sometimes we always expect the utmost love, respect, loyalty, friendship, and trust, but don't always give it to others, because you can't surround yourself with all these great people because you're going to feed off of them, or you're going to mooch off of their energy. So you don't really care about them. You don't really care about their well-being. You don't really respect them. You don't really trust them. But in return, you want all of that from them. How does that work? You have to give people the benefit of the doubt. You have to, just, if somebody's then give you a reason to not trust them, to not respect them, to not hear them out, understand them, then there's no reason that you should already come into that situation thinking that. That's the energy you're bringing in there. And then at the same breath, you'll be like, why they don't trust me? I'm not a liar. I don't steal. I don't, But that's the energy you brought, because you already didn't trust them. But then you want them to trust you. How does that work? So, what we don't always understand, that what you do for someone may not come back from that exact person, but it may come back from someone else. And when I say that, you may help somebody, do so much for them. And why I say you can't do things for people and expect something back is, you can't pay let's say your friend back on bills and she needs help, and you pay her bills for her. You can't expect her to pay your bills in the next couple months, because if she had it, she would have never needed you to do it. Make sense? Makes sense. Now, you may do that for her, and may not in the same sense. You may not need somebody to pay your bills, but your car may break down and somebody will loan you their car, and you won't think, oh, this is happening because what I did for her, because you're in the back of your mind, you're still holding on to what you did for her to expect her to do something back for you. Goodness, blessings, come from everywhere. You put out a blessing, you'll get one back. It doesn't work, you put out a blessing and it comes right back. No, you put out a blessing, you'll get one back. So don't feel like, oh, I do so much good for people and nobody does for me. I help and I never get the opportunities I feel like I deserve. Or you do. You just not getting it in the way that you want it back. And that's the problem. If you do it from your heart. Don't do it unless you're doing it from your heart. A big thing I feel like we should all be is being kind to strangers. We tend to ignore people we may not know who is in need, but expect people who don't know us to help us. Now, people say, I never asked no strangers to help me. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. You've either asked somebody for a job opportunity. You've either asked the bus driver for a ride. It's so many forms that strangers help you. The person who agreed to give you an apartment or your place. The person, like, there's so many aspects of strangers helping us. People who don't know us, who do for us, who go out their way for us. Somebody will see us struggling with our stuff in the street and be, oh, you need help? Let me help you. Just so many ways. But then we'll see somebody down and be like, I don't got it. I'm going through my own stuff. Or I'm too busy. I'm in a rush. I've seen people, I give people money all the time. I don't care. If I got it, I'll give it to you. And I've seen people like, why'd you loan her $200? And I'm like, I'm not really expecting it back. I gave it to her because she needed it. And if she ever gives it back, then she gives it back. Because there's going to be a time that comes and I'm going to be broke and I'm going to be like, damn, I really need some money. And it ain't going to be her who give it to me. It's going to be somebody else. It's going to be another blessing from somewhere else. Another chance. So you don't do things and hold it over people. And you don't do things only because you love or care about this person. If you see somebody who needs something or you can help or in any shape or form, you do it because what you give is what you'll get. If you give in 100% of you, if you're even in a relationship, people don't give 100% because they want to see if the other person is giving them their all. No. What? Hell no. I met my boyfriend. I was like, this is me. And this is how I like to treat my man. And either you gonna do what you gotta do to be the man I'm gonna treat this way, or we ain't gonna be together. Because I'm not gonna half-ass myself or what the fuck I want to do or how I want to love my lover, because you don't want to be the right person or you don't want to get on that level. You know, you pick and choose wisely. So karma, she can be a sweet dream or a nightmare. And I say that because what you give is what you get. If you giving people bad shit or a tough time, a rough life, and not even just that, if, let's say, you talking bad about people all the time, always gossiping, we all gossip, but you always have to, you're the rumor starter, you can't get mad when people say something bad about you, or you can't get mad when your name is dragged through the dirt. You can't get mad when people don't respect you or trust you, because they're like, girl, you always talk about everybody, you in every topic, in every situation, every problem. You can't get mad. That's karma. That's what's gonna happen. What goes around comes around. If you're doing good things to people, and I don't know if you guys just look at a lot of things in the world. Everything goes around. Everything is around. Every shape goes around. It don't matter. If it's a triangle, you coming back around. Square, even a cube, like it only goes around, but so many ways. So it may not come back now. It may not come back later. It'll probably come back when you forget about it. Like girls who will sleep with a man who's married. I honestly don't believe in that. I could care less if their marriage is falling through the floor. If I know you have a wife and I choose to still deal with you, I can't be mad if one day when I get married, my husband's cheating on me. I'm not even gonna be mad. I'm like, baby, do you. Wrap it up. Don't bring back the clap. I don't want my coochie clapping. That's just that. Like, but I can't be mad if he's doing the same thing I was doing to somebody else. Like, That's karma. It may not come when you think it is, but it's coming. It's coming for you, girl. And being ungrateful for the things that you have. That's what you give is what you get. If you get a lot of things and you don't appreciate them, you won't get anything. And you may not see it at first, but we tend to forget that when we get things, we need to be grateful. We need to show that we're grateful and we're appreciative. So if my boyfriend, I don't know, let's say pays for something that I usually pay for, and I have this extra money, and my friend's like, oh, let's do this, I'm gonna, well, okay, I got some extra money, I appreciate that my baby did this, and now that I got a little extra money, I'm gonna help you out, boo. You know, you just spread your blessing, you know, spread it. Don't be ungrateful or feel like you could have had more, or I'm not gonna give her money because I'll have more. Like, you know, that's greedy, and it's just wrong. I don't know. And taking people for granted, if you take people for granted, people are gonna take you for granted. And you may not see it because you'll think you're the man or you're the woman or you're the boss or whatever. People will take you for granted. You'll get over on somebody or do some sneaky shit and think it's not gonna come back to you. It's coming back, and it may come back 10 times worse. Especially if it's a cue. By the time we go all the way around that shit, the energy and the power and the momentum is gonna build up. When it hits you, it's gonna knock you the hell out. And you're gonna wonder, God, why this had to happen to me? Because you take people for granted. I feel like that's one of the worst things you can do, even more than being ungrateful, because it's like being ungrateful on top. Like, it's just like, that's just like too much. It's just too much. Like, and that is one thing that will, because when you treat people like shit, you can destroy a person. You can destroy their energy. They could be the most giving, loving person, the person that the world needs to help make the world a better place, and you just ruined that person. So what I'm saying is, let's just all give what you put out there, what you want. Treat people as you would like to be treated. Don't treat them nothing less. And if you want to, treat them a little more. Why not? People always ask me why I'm so nice, and I just tell them, why not? They're like, because you don't know her. Why? So that matters? So she don't matter? She's not a person? I promise you, the good you'll do, the reward you'll get back, you won't even remember the good you did. If you want the world to be a better place, you got to start with yourself. Like Michael Jackson said, you got to start with the man in the mirror and no one else. So on that note, guys, I'm out of here. I'm trying to keep it short. I probably didn't because I ain't shit. But thank you for watching. See you next time. Chatting with Z. You get what you give, girl and guys.